What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today I want to do a little bit of a different video. I'm not so sure, if I'm honest with you, but I want to give it a go. I've had an awful lot of people asking me to comment on the controversy of a particular player apparently cheating on stream in a Keyforge event. And my theory on this, my take has always been the same. I don't want to be one of those people that makes videos going, "This person caught on stream, shocking Keyforge footage," or things of that nature. But you see, things have changed today because a ban has been handed down. This is, in fact, the first player that has ever been banned from competitive Keyforge. Now, over on their website, Fantasy Flight Games keeps a list of all suspended players, and my understanding is that they are essentially banned from Fantasy Flight Games organised play in general. It's not just from the one game. Well, Joe Huber popped up on that list with a suspension from Fantasy Flight organised play until May the 31st, 2020. So the question really becomes here, well, what did he do and was it deserved? Well, what happened was he was on stream in the top 8 of a Vault Tour. It was a Vault Tour over in Las Vegas, a Vault Tour that Joe actually went on to win. Now, you can see that he was representing Team SAS at the tournament, and he took home the victory. But when people were watching his top 8 game, there was some slightly suspicious behaviour. Now, what I'll do is I'll show you the video in a minute, I'll let you make up your own mind, and then I'll talk you through exactly what people have said. Now, very important to note, 3 things happened in the aftermath of the tournament. Number 1, SAS cut their ties with Joe. He no longer represents that team. Number 2, he has said very clearly that he did not cheat. He was absent-minded. He made an absent-minded mistake. Number 3, he has now been banned from FFG organised play. The goal of this video is not to go after Joe, to make any assertions about Joe, to scaremonger or anything like that. There are 2 points to this video. Point number 1, we should all be really happy that FFG are doing something. We should all be happy that FFG have gone, right, there is a player, we'll go and have a look at the evidence, and bearing in mind this wasn't like an overnight thing, this didn't come out yesterday. The ban has just come out, but the incident happened a while back. They've taken their time, they've collected the evidence, they've come to their decision. It means that FFG as a company are looking after a game that we all love. They are going out of their way to try and make sure that a game that we are all very, very fond of survives. That's a good thing. I think we should all be extremely happy about this. The second thing is, I've had an awful lot of people asking me to give an opinion on it, and just asking, Wossy, what actually happened? Can you explain it to us? So I am, and I want to hear back from you guys. And these are kind of videos you want. To be clear, you are never going to get the "somebody has been accused" video. You're never getting that. You're not getting the scaremongering, "I found a cheater, look at me" video. It's only ever going to be the "someone has been caught and punished, here's what they did" kind of video. But let me know. I'm happy for this to be the only one I ever do. I'm happy to do more of these in the future if that's the kind of thing you guys are interested in. But hopefully no one else will ever get banned, so it'll end up being a moot point. So without further ado, here's the video. Have a watch of the video. Tell me what you think. Okay, so now let's go ahead and watch this again. I'll talk you through it. So we've got Joe on the left there, and he's got quite a big board setup. He's got 2 forged keys. I believe it's 2 all at this stage. And he's got quite a good setup going on here. He's gained himself quite a lot of amber. He's got a very big board setup. What he is essentially scared of here is his opponent playing a combination of a board wipe and a card like Doorstep to Heaven. Now we know that his opponent is playing this to basically take him off of check. Taking him off of check combined with a board wipe will be a very bad thing. So you see Joe here, he's picked up his discard pile. He hasn't shuffled it. And then he just starts putting the cards out. He didn't actually ever shuffle his discard pile. So if we start again here from the moment we push play, and what we see is he picks up his deck, and he absentmindedly kind of flicks through it a little bit, and doesn't shuffle, and then there we go. Now your discard pile becomes your deck when you run out of cards. So what happened there was this was a point where in Keyforge, your discard pile turns into your deck. Except he picked up his discard pile and then just played it out, and he never actually... Well, he never actually shuffled his cards, which means he knows what his top cards are going to be. That is, shall we say, less than ideal. So if we carry on then and we have a look through the remainder of his opponent's turn, we can see that a board wipe does come down. There is a card coming down here, which is wiping Joe's board. All of his creatures goes away, and then we see the Doorstep to Heaven, which takes both players down to 5 amber. So this is the worst case scenario for Joe here. All his creatures are gone, his amber is gone, and now what he really needs is to build up amber. He's still kind of ahead in the game in that he's going to get the next turn to try and forge, but at this stage he needs amber. And what we see in the very near future after this video, well, after the clip we showed ends, we see Coward's End, which wipes his opponent's board, and then a Smith coming down to gain an amber, at which point he's also had a Brobnar creature, so he's got 1, his opponent has none, so he gains 3 amber from the Smith, and it takes a couple more turns, but this is what puts him back onto check after his opponent does a very, very good job of trying to stop him, essentially. Now here's the thing. It's very, very difficult, nay impossible to know what would have happened had Joe just given his discard pile a good shuffle and that had become his deck. It is absolutely possible that actually nothing would have changed, that Joe would have gone ahead and won anyway. Bearing in mind he's still in the Vault Tour, he's still in the top 8, and he wins his top 4 game and he wins his final game, and I've not been told of any other accusations made against him in this particular tournament. It's not to say there weren't, just that I don't know about. So we don't know what would have happened. Is it possible that Joe just absent-mindedly forgot to shuffle his discard pile? Absolutely it is. Now, he's a very experienced player, he's been playing card games for a long time. Maybe that makes that less likely. The honest answer is I don't know. Like I've said, my goal in this video was not to turn this into a witch hunt. I'm reporting back on the news, and the news is that a player has been banned. And I'm showing you essentially the evidence that was provided by the community. I don't know if FFG had any other evidence. I don't know if this video alone was enough to convince them. And it's not the kind of thing they're going to announce. But I have had a bunch of people asking me what's going on and asking me to make a video about it. So here you go. Here's what happened and here's the video. Let me know if this is the kind of thing you want to see more of in the future. I like to try and go for positivity far more than negativity. However, this is a big talking point in the community and one that a lot of people have asked me to cover. So I have. But just to be perfectly clear, you will never get a video unless action has been taken, because otherwise all we're doing is kind of witch hunting after particular people, and I'm afraid that is not something in which I have any interest whatsoever. But, and I cannot stress this enough about being nice, please, 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 be nice. But tell me what you think about this. Are you happy that FFG took the action? Is this the kind of thing you want to see upheld? Do you think it's an issue or not? Let me know in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Twitter at @Wossy, where the conversation can continue. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.